Hello.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Hi. So, have you tried everything before exercise 19 till 19? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The remaining question which you told me to do.
So, have you got any problems?
No, sir. It was fine.
Till exercise 19, it's fine.
18. I didn't do 19.
19 also we have discussed. No? 19 also some couple of questions we have already done. So, you should read up on the 18th part, and basically he finds out the value of cos 36 sine 18. These things you need to know. Okay. Just
Yes,
after
sir.
exercise 18. So, for example, how does he find the value of sine 18 degree and cos 36 degree? If these two values you know, you will know immediately cos 72, right?
Yes.
And sine 54 you will know, right?
Yes, sir.
Because they are supplementary, so that will be same. So how to find sine 18, for example, right? So the idea is let's say sine theta is equal to x and theta is equal to 18 degree, right?
Yes, sir.
So 5 theta will be equal to 90 degrees.
Yes, sir.
So therefore you can write 2 theta is equal to pi by 2 minus 3 theta, right? This is obvious, no?
Yes, sir.
So take sine on both sides. You get sine 2 theta is equal to sine of pi by 2 minus 3 theta. So this becomes sine 90 minus something is cos 3 theta, right?
Yes, sir.
Basically you have sine 2 theta is equal to cos 3 theta. So now we'll convert this. So we'll say 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to cos 3 theta formula is what? Tell me.
Um.
You need to remember it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, wait. I feel like I have made a mistake. 3 sine x.
So isn't it 4 cos cube theta
4
minus
cos
3?
cube. 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So then you can cancel off the cos theta from both sides. So you get 2 sine theta is equal to 4 cos square theta minus
Minus
3.
3.
And then convert to sine square theta here. So 4 minus 3 sine square theta, right?
Yes, sir.
So 4, no, minus 4, no, minus 4 sine square theta, right? So this becomes 4 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the equation that we get after bringing everything to one side, right?
Yes, sir.
Now this is a quadratic equation in sine theta. So sine theta value can be gotten by the quadratic formula. So minus 2 plus minus root over 4 minus minus. So plus 16 by 2 into 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So obviously because theta is 18 degree, sine theta must be positive, right?
Yes, sir.
So you cannot take the negative sign here. That is not the valid output. So sine theta will be minus 2 plus root 20 is 2 root 5 by 2 into 4. So it becomes minus 1 plus root 5 by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you have gotten the value of sine 18 degree and it has come out to be root 5 minus 1 by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you can do cos 36 degree also. Cos 36 degree, you can use the same method you can use, or you can also use sine 18 degrees value to find cos 36. So what are the two approaches? You can say theta is equal to 36 and you can do 5 theta is equal to 180, right? Therefore 2 theta is equal
Yes,
to
sir.
pi minus 3 theta and take cos on both sides, right?
Yes, sir.
You'll get cos 2 theta is equal to minus cos 3 theta. Then use the formulas, expand, and hopefully you will get an equation in cos square something, right? A quadratic in cos square.
Yes, sir.
and then solve it for finding the value of cos theta. That is one way. The other way is, since we know sine 18 degree is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 4, we should be able to find cos 36 degree, which is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square 18 degree, right? Because the double angle formula cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta, right?
Yes.
So it is simply cos 36 will simply be 1 minus 2 by 16 root 5 minus 1 whole square. To simplify this will become 1 minus 1 by 8, 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5. This becomes 6 by 8. So 1 minus 6 by 8 plus 2 root 5 by 8, right? So this becomes
Yes, sir.
2 by 8 plus 2 root 5 by 8. So 1 by 4 it will become. So it becomes root 5 plus 1 by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So cos 36 is coming out to be root 5 plus 1 by 4. Now that we know sine 18 and cos 36, right? So then we can find out other angles like 72. We can find out 54, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the method by which you get it. You can also find out now 9 degree, sine 9 degree, right? Because what you can say is, because sine 18 degree, you know, so you should be able to get half angle of that, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Because you can find out cos 18 first and say it is 1 minus 2 sine square 9 degree, right?
Yes, sir.
First find cos 18 from here and then do this and you'll get sine square 9 degree, right?
Yes, sir.
So this exercise and this section is about finding these special angle values. You need to remember at least two of them. At least these two you need to remember. This and this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to memorize all angles, otherwise you'll get confused. Just remember 1836. Know how to get that and use that to derive other angles values.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Okay. Fine. So then what we'll do is we'll move on to chapter 9, which is identities, conditional identities basically. And the second part of the chapter is about trigonometrical equations again. So conditional identities basically means there has to be a condition that is satisfied and then you have to prove some identity, right? So most of the conditional identities in this chapter will be about triangles. So what you will have in any triangle, if A, B, C
A
are the
plus B
angles,
plus C equals only T.
so A plus B plus C is equal to pi, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you will have to prove lots of identities you can prove from here. You can, let's say we try to find out sine A plus sine B plus sine C. What is that, right? If you try to find this out, given that A plus B plus C is pi, right? Given that A, B, C are angles of a triangle, what is sine A plus sine B plus sine C, right? So that will be a result, that will be an identity. So we'll just try to find out what it is. So what we will do is just group these two together and add the sine A plus sine B formula, right? So it will become 2 sine A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2, right? Plus sine C, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what is A plus B plus C by 2 is equal to pi by 2, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
So A plus B by 2 becomes pi by 2 minus C by 2.
Yes, sir.
So sine of that will become cos of C by 2, no? Sine of A plus B by 2. Both sides, if you take a sine, this becomes cos C by 2.
Yes, sir.
So this part I can write it as 2 cos C by 2, cos A minus B by 2. And how can we convert sine C here? Why do we need to convert sine C? Because I want to take it common and all, right? With something with this. So I'll write this as half angles. 2 sine C by 2 cos C by 2, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
So now you can take 2 cos C by 2 common between these two, right? So taking 2 cos C by 2 common, you get cos of A minus B by 2 plus
Sine C by
sine
2.
C by 2, right? And
Yes, sir.
notice that at this step, if I had taken cos on both sides, right? What would have come? This side would have become sine C by 2, no?
Yes, sir.
And this side would have been cos A plus B by 2. So again,
Yes, sir.
replace this as cos A plus B by 2, and you are adding that to cos A minus B by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So that will become 2 cos a by 2 cos b by 2. Once you expand, a cos a by 2 plus b by 2 plus cos a by 2 minus b by 2, right? That will be 2 cos a by 2 cos b by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So finally this multiplies with 2 cos c by 2 and you get 4 cos a by 2 cos b by 2 cos c by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you can verify that in any triangle that is an identity in a triangle. This is always true. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the kind of thing that you will be asked to do in this chapter. Always you will be using these identities. So if you have this situation, you can always say a plus b is equal to pi minus c. So if you take sine on both sides here, sine a plus b will be equal to sine c, right? If you take cos of both sides, cos a plus b would be equal to minus cos c. You understand why minus cos c, right? Cos of 180 minus c.
Yes, sir.
Also, you could do a plus b by 2 is equal to pi by 2 minus c by 2, which implies that sine of a plus b by 2 is equal to cos c by 2, and cos of a plus b by 2 is equal to sine c by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So this stuff is what you will be doing throughout the exercise, and that is what you have to learn, how to use these results to prove different identities. Now, for example, I'll show you one more. So if you take tan of a plus b, right, it will become tan of pi minus c, right? And tan of 180 minus c is equal to minus tan c, correct?
Yes, sir.
And tan a plus b formula is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b, right?
Yes, sir.
So that should be equal to minus tan c, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
If it is a triangle, all of it is only valid if this is true, right? So then multiply, cross multiply, you get tan A plus tan B is equal to minus tan C plus tan A tan B tan C, right?
Yes, sir.
So you get the identity, which is very important. This identity, see, tan A plus tan B plus tan C in a triangle is equal to tan A tan B tan C, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is another identity. So many such identities are there in exercise 20, and it is your job now to find out, basically try to prove everything in exercise 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Before that, there is a tiny section where he tells you how to expand tans and how to expand sine and all. So let's quickly discuss that also. Article 124 and 125, basically the first part of the chapter. So first he's saying, what would you do if you had this question? Find out the expansion of this, right? So it's actually very straightforward, because I will call this one as x. Okay, so it is basically sine of x plus c, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
it will be equal to sine x cos c plus cos x sine c, right?
Yes, sir.
And now this will be equal to sine of a plus b cos c plus cos of a plus b sine c, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And now expand sine a plus b itself. It will become sine a cos b plus cos a sine c multiplied by cos c plus expand cos a plus b, it becomes cos a cos b minus sine a sine b multiplied by sine c, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you multiply it out, you get a answer which is 4 terms are there: sine a cos b cos c, sine c cos a cos c, cos a cos b sine c, and minus sine a sine b sine c, right?
Yes, sir.
So you don't need to remember it. You just need to know that I can always do this, right? You can find out the formula whenever you need, right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing he does for tan also. Tan a plus b plus c. What same thing he does? He calls it tan x plus tan c by 1 minus tan x tan c, right? Where x is equal to a plus b, right? So that becomes tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b, 1 minus tan a tan b plus tan c divided by 1 minus tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B multiplied by tan C, right?
Yes, sir.
Expands it out, and once you expand it, you get this result. Tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus tan A tan B tan C divided by 1 minus tan B tan C minus tan C tan A minus tan A tan B. Okay. And this result, there is a nice pattern that he asks you to notice. If you look at article 125, he's trying to generalize this. Suppose you are doing a tan of not just 3 but n angles, right? Suppose you are
Yes.
doing a tan of n angles, a1 plus a2 plus a3 till an, right? So he's saying that will always be equal to s1 minus s3 plus s5 minus s7 plus so on by 1 minus s2 plus s4 minus s6 plus s8. First of all, are you seeing a pattern between this? Forget about what Sn is. We'll discuss what S1, S3 and all is. Are you seeing
Yes,
the
sir.
pattern here? It is
Odd
alternating.
numbers on top and
It is odd numbers on top, S1 minus S3 plus S5 minus
minus
S7.
plus minus plus.
And here it is 1 minus S2 plus S4 and so on, right? So now
Yes.
what is S1? S1 is basically sum of tans taken one at a time. Taken one at a time. So each term will have only one tan and you have to do the sum of all tans. So S1 will be tan A1 plus tan A2 plus tan A3 and so on till tan AN. Okay. Sum of all the tans taken one at a time, right? S2 will be what? Sum of all the tans taken two at a time. So if you take two at a time terms, that means you have to pick two tans, right? Tan A1, tan A2, right? For example, tan A1, tan A2, plus another such term will be tan A1, tan A3, right?
Yes. So how
Plus
do you decide which terms like to group?
every term, you don't have to decide. Every such
Okay.
grouping,
Yes, sir. Got it.
every possible grouping of two terms at a time.
Yes, sir.
There will be many terms like this, right? For example, when there were just three angles, right? This sum was just tan A plus tan B plus tan C.
Yes, sir.
And this sum was tan A tan B, tan A tan C, and tan B tan C, right?
Yes, sir.
And three at a time would be, S3 would be three at a time. So that would be, take any three, that is one term. Then add all such three combinations, right? If there are
Yes, sir.
just three angles, it would have been just simply tan A, tan B, tan C, right? Because you cannot take any other combination, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So remember now, look at the previous formula for tan A plus B plus C and see that it will be S1 minus S3 by 1 minus S2. Because 4 cannot come, no? 4 and 5 cannot come because there are only three angles.
Yes, sir.
So see that the formula fits that pattern. S1 minus S3 by 1 minus S2. Are you able to understand that?
Yes, I'm seeing one second. Yes, sir. It fits.
It is fitting, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So this pattern will therefore now help you find out something like this. Let's write down once tan A plus B plus C plus D, right? So it should be S1 on top, S1 minus S3, right? I will write first S1 minus S3, but next one is S5. But how many angles are there? Only 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So there's no possibility for S5 here. By 1 minus S2 plus S4, right?
Yes, sir.
S1 will be simply tan A plus tan B plus tan C plus tan D, right? Minus S3 will be 3 at a time. 3 at a time, it can be A, B, C. It can be A, C, D. It can be A, B, D, right?
Yes, sir.
And it can be B, C, D, right? No other term you can make 3 at a time. Think about it. I've chosen ABC, ACD, ABD, and BCD. Nothing else
Yes,
is
sir. That
possible.
covers everything, I think.
Nothing else is possible. See, A is coming in 3 terms, B is also coming in 3 terms, C is also coming in 3 terms, and D is also coming in 3 terms.
Yes, sir.
Then denominator will be 1 minus S2. S2 will be 2 at a time tan. So tan A tan B minus tan A tan C minus tan A tan D minus tan B tan C minus tan B tan D minus tan C tan D, right? There will be 6 terms here. There is no other pair of 2 tans that can be taken other than these 6.
Yes, sir.
Plus 4 at a time, which will simply be tan A, tan B, tan C, tan D. Okay.
Yes.
So obviously this will rarely, if ever, get used, but it is convenient to know that you can write it like this. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
going to be used very often, but know that you can expand tans in a nice way, right?
So does this work only for tan?
It is working only
Or
for
like,
tan.
is there a similar thing for sine or cos?
There is no pattern for sign like this, which is why he has not mentioned it. If there
Yes,
would
sir.
have been, he would have said it too. Whatever is there in trigonometry is definitely said in this book. If it is not said, it is not existing.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so now we come to the identities part. So what I want you to do is prove 1, 2, 3. Exercise, right? Exercise 20 is now what we're going to work on. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Try it right now. Now, this identities part is what we discussed earlier. Okay, so how you take A plus B plus C is equal to pi and transformations like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all questions here, A plus B plus C is equal to pi. That is mentioned in the beginning of the exercise only, right?
Yes, sir.
And now you have to prove what? First question is sine 2A plus sine 2B minus sine 2C. You have to prove that it is equal to 4 cos A, cos B, and sine C. Okay, so try that now. Use your sin C plus sin D identity, and then at some crucial stage, you will have to use the fact that A plus B plus C is pi.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Just hold on for a moment.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, so if you take, like, you can expand sine 2a, sine 2b, and sine 2c.
What expand?
So, like, so sine 2a will become 2 sine a cos a.
That won't help, dude. Just do this. No, add. Why don't you use this formula all the time? You don't know
So,
how.
but you can do it this way also, right?
Are you getting the proof? Proof is over.
So, one second, I'm not done fully.
No, then don't ask. Then finish it off. Then you don't need to convince me that you can do it this way. Either do it completely. If you got it, great. If you didn't get it, use this. You can expand it, obviously. But why do you want to do that? Why don't group these two? It is not
Yes,
going to work out easily.
there are a lot of terms.
There are three terms of 2 each, and how will you take common and what will happen? It is far more annoying to do.
So, because then you get sine a plus sine b plus sine c.
How does that help though?
So
Does
then
that
you can
help in
use the
proving?
result in 124.
So if you are so convinced, go ahead and prove it by your method. No? Tell me when you get the answer.
Sir, is it 4 cos b sine c cos a?
Is there in the book what you have to prove? No? Why are
Yes,
you asking?
I'll check at the back once.
Check at the back. It's a proof question, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, you get it.
How are you getting it? Tell me.
So, I did it by that same method because you told me to.
Which method?
The sine a plus sine b plus sine c.
How? Tell me.
So, sine 2a becomes 2 sine a cos a. Sine 2b becomes 2 sine b cos b minus sine 2c becomes minus 2 sine c cos c. Then you can take it as sine, so it becomes sine 2a plus sine 2b minus sine 2c.
Uh,
Then it's basically sine a plus sine b plus sine c. So
what
you
are you
do,
saying? This is the question. This is the starting point. From here, you have converted to this. Then what? What is the next step after writing this? Then what did you do? Now you're not saying anything. I thought you got it. What is the next step?
So,
There is nothing you can do here. What will you do now after this? There is no step only that you can do. I don't know how you are saying I got it. How did you get it?
so otherwise, if you take sine 2a plus sine 2b minus sine 2c, like the starting thing,
Uh,
and you can take 2a as a, 2b as b, and 2c as c.
so then what?
Then you can get 2 sine b plus c cos a plus 2 sine a plus c cos b minus 2 sine a plus b cos c.
I don't know what you're saying now. You are taking 2a as a and then doing what to it? Let's say 2a is x and 2b is y and 2c is z. Now what will you do to this?
So can you take like 2 out and then like in sine a plus b plus c, it becomes sine a plus b cos c plus cos a plus b sine c. Can
Sine
you do
a
the same
plus
thing?
b plus c. Where are you getting sine a plus b plus c here? How is it looking like sine a plus b plus c to you? This formula, how is it looking similar? Is it looking similar to this?
No, sir.
What are you talking about?
Sir, I'm not sure. It's slightly.
If you are not sure, you're not supposed to say I got it. By what brew? I mean, you don't have to force the solution, dude. You don't have to be like pretend like I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Is it 4 cos b sine c cos a? How did you get that? Why did you say that? By what brute force solution have you gotten it? It's not even like no method suggests itself. Like there is no step that you can do next. There's nothing to do here. You cannot use this formula because it's not in this form.
Yes, sir.
तो जबरदस्ती करोगे क्या मतलब? कैसे भी करके लाना है आंसर.
No, sir.
Do you know what to do to sin c plus sin d? Have you heard of a formula for sin c plus sin d?
Yes, sir.
What is the formula? Sin c
So
plus
2
sin d.
sine. So 2 sine c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2.
Okay. Use that formula to this too.
Yes, sir.
What will happen? Tell me what will happen now.
So you can
2 sine 2a
2
plus
sine 2a plus 2b by 2 cos 2a minus 2b by 2
minus sine
minus
2c.
sine 2c.
What is 2a plus 2b by 2? Sine a plus b.
Yes, sir.
And this is a
A
minus
minus
b.
b.
So you have basically 2 sine a plus b cos a minus b minus sine 2c.
Yes, sir.
What have we learned in the previous page? What is a plus b? If a plus b plus c is pi, a plus b is,
Pi minus c.
so sine a plus b will be Sine of a plus b will be what then?
Cos C.
Sine of 180 minus c is cos c.
Oh no, sir.
What is it? If you forget old stuff, then there is no point in attempting this. You cannot do anything. Sine of 180
Sir, it's
minus
sin,
c.
sin C, right?
So why are you saying cos c, dude?
Yes, sir, sorry.
So it is 2 sine c cos a minus b. What can you do to this? It can be written
Sin
as
2A.
sine 2c is written. How will it become sine 2a?
No, I'm like this. Like you can use sin 2s, like double angle formula.
2 sine c cos c.
Yes, sir.
So can you take something common now?
Yes, sir. 2 sin C.
So 2 sine c is common. So now bracket inside has cos of a minus b minus cos
Cos.
of c, right?
Yes, sir.
If you take cos here, both sides cos here, what will come? Cos of a plus b will be equal to
Minus cos.
right.
Yes, sir.
So cos c is equal to minus cos a plus b. So therefore this becomes what? 2 sine c multiplied by cos a minus b plus cos a plus b.
Yes, sir.
Cos c is minus cos a plus b. That's why.
Yes, sir.
What is cos a minus b plus cos a plus b? You can just expand it, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b plus cos a cos b minus sin a sin b.
Yes, sir.
So what will come? Two cos a cos b.
So 2 cos A cos B. Yes, sir.
So overall becomes 4 cos a cos b sin c. You
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir. Got it.
You don't have to force things just to make it happen. You don't have to break all rules of maths and do whatever you feel like. You have to follow the whatever is possible, right?
Yes, sir.
Don't say things like that and oh, I got it. How did you get it, dude? That time when you said kuch bhi matlab. Whatever you feel like you'll just get.
So like I took some terms and I cancelled.
Let's not talk about it. I don't want to revisit how you got it. You
Yes,
realize
sir.
that it's completely wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
You cannot take random terms. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to use formulas which are not applicable. Question 2. Question 2, tell me how to do. Cos 2a plus cos 2b plus
So
cos
cos
2c.
B plus D.
You have to prove cos 2a plus cos 2b plus cos 2c is equal to minus 1 minus 4 cos a cos b cos c. Same idea, but do it again now yourself. It's the exact same method.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing? You're doing cos 2a plus cos 2b, right?
Yes, sir.
You know the formula for that? 2 cos cos. So 2a
Yes.
plus 2b by 2.
2a minus 2b by 2.
So it will become 2
2 cos a
cos
plus b into cos a minus b plus 2 cos 2c.
plus cos 2c you have, not 2 cos 2c.
Yes, sir. Plus cos 2c.
So now you want to take something common here. So first of all, notice that cos a plus b will be minus cos c, right?
Yes, sir.
Cos a plus b will be minus cos c because a plus b plus c is 180. And plus 2 cos c, how will you convert so that you can take something common between this term and this term, right? So cos 2c you can write as 2 cos square c minus 1, right? Correct. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Cos 2c.
So cos 2c can be written as
2 cos square c minus 1.
yes, sir.
Double angle formula.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why have I written it like this and not like this?
So you can take terms common.
I have written it not like 1 minus 2 sine square c because I want to take 2 cos c common. No.
Yes, sir.
Now I will take 2 cos c common between these first two terms. So 2 cos c, it will become minus cos a minus b plus cos c, right?
Yes, sir.
And there is one minus 1 that is left over, right?
Yes, sir.
That leftover is fine because RHS also has that leftover.
Yes, sir.
Now simplifying this, you need to again use the fact that cos c is equal to minus cos a plus b. We have already used that once here.
Yes, sir.
So this will become minus cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, right?
Yes.
And outside is 2 cos c. So take minus outside, minus 2 cos c, and you have cos a minus b plus cos a plus b, which will be 2 cos a cos b, right?
Yes, sir.
Overall comes minus 1 minus 4.
Cos a cos b cos c.
Are you understanding what is the key steps and all how to do this?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Okay. Then third one is similar, so I will not discuss that. Fourth one we have already proved, right?
Yes, sir.
Do question number 6. Whatever I have not done, you have to do later.
Yes, I will do.
Question number 6 is cos a plus cos b plus cos c is equal to 1 plus 4 sin a by 2, sin b by 2, sin c by 2. Are you getting what to do? Same method again.
Yes, sir. You do 2 cos a plus b by 2. You take cos a plus cos b.
Hmm.
So 2 cos a plus b by 2, cos a minus b by 2
Hmm.
plus 1 minus
Plus 1, no, plus 2 cos square c by 2 minus 1. Or maybe 1, plus 1 minus.
1 minus 2 sine square c by 2.
Hmm. Because this one will become sin c by 2. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to now take common between these two terms and keep the 1 on the side. So 2 sin c by 2 you take common. You get cos of a minus b by 2 minus sin c by 2. Right? Plus 1. And
Yes, sir.
now note that a plus b by 2 is equal to pi by 2 minus c by 2. So if I take sine, if I take cos on both sides, right? Cos of a plus b by 2 will be equal to cos of this will be sin c by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can write this as cos a by 2 minus b by 2 minus cos a by 2 plus b by 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that will become, if you think about it, this is cos cos plus sin sin and minus cos cos plus sin sin. This will become 2 sin a by 2 sin b by 2. Are you understanding what I'm saying when I'm saying cos cos plus sin sin or not?
That's distribution, right? Like you're multiplying 2 sine c by 2 with each.
What? No, dude, I'm saying inside the bracket, what happens? How does it become 2 sin a by 2 sin b by 2? I'm saying cos of a by 2 minus b by 2 expansion is what? Cos cos plus sin sin. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And cos a by 2 plus b by 2 is what? Cos a by 2 cos b by 2 minus sin a by 2 sin b by 2.
Yes, sir.
So when you subtract these two, what will happen?
So the a by 2 b by 2 gets cancelled.
Cos a by 2 cos b by 2 gets cancelled. Only this becomes added.
Yes, sir.
That is what I'm saying. Cos plus sin minus cos minus so plus sin.
Yes, sir.
You have to stop me when you say when you don't understand anything. Don't just assume that you understood.
So I was thinking.
No, right now you said it is some distribution or all. I don't know what you meant. It is just I'm expanding it and checking what is the answer of this part. It will become 1 plus now 4 sin A by 2 sin B by 2 sin C by 2.
Yes, sir.
You will not be able to prove examples or exercises questions in this exercise if you don't know all your previous formulas, what we have learned. So make sure that if you feel uncomfortable about some of them, go back and refer to that, look at that exercise, relevant exercise, see if you can solve the old ones there. Then only you will be able to do exercise 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the next question is question number 8. Try to do question number 8. This time the normal method won't work, what we have been doing so far. Can you tell me why it won't work?
So because the terms are squared.
Yeah, obviously. You cannot take anything, add, and you cannot take things common and all like that.
Yes.
There is no formula for cos square A plus cos square B. Right? There is a formula for cos A
Yes,
plus
sir.
cos B. At this point, don't jabardasti do whatever you feel like. Right? Just because there is no formula doesn't mean you have to force and do whatever you want. You have to
Yes.
think of some solution here, some method which is legitimate. Real maths you have to do. So what will I do? Like I can't take anything common here. So let's convert it into something where I can take something common, right? So cos square A, how can we convert it into the square is the problem. If it was just cos A plus cos B, I would have been fine, right?
Yes.
So I know this formula 2 cos square A minus 1 is equal to cos 2A, right? So
Yes, sir.
cos square A will be equal to 1 by 2 plus cos 2A by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So use that formula. 1 by 2 plus cos 2A by 2 plus this one will become what? 1 by 2 plus cos 2B by 2
2b by 2.
plus 1 by 2 plus cos 2C by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have overall 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 common, and inside you have cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C, right?
Yes, sir.
And from identity number 2 of the same exercise, what is cos 2A plus cos 2B plus cos 2C? We have proved that, right?
Yes, sir.
We proved in question number 2 that this is minus 1 minus 4 cos A cos B cos C, right?
Yes, sir.
So use that because you have proved it. Don't use it if you have not proved it. You understand?
Yes, I understood.
Unless you have proved something, you cannot use it. So 3 by 2 now minus half minus 2 cos A cos B cos C is coming. So this becomes 1 minus 2 cos A cos B cos B. See? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Basically, this question number 8 uses question number 2 in as a partial step.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So but if you didn't know that, you would have had to like prove it. Like,
Yeah, obviously. You would have had to
yes,
prove this part is equal to this.
yes, sir.
So that is something that you have to anyway do. Now try, I mean 7 and 9 will be similar. Suppose it was sine square, I would have used which formula? This formula. Right? I know this formula is
Yes, sir.
true. So I know 1 by 2 minus cos 2A by 2 is equal to sine square A, right?
Yes, sir.
So do the same thing in question number 7, right? Instead of every sine square a, I can write 1 by 2 minus cos 2a by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus sine 2a by 2 sine cos 2b by 2, right? And so on.
Yes, sir.
So you can use that for every sine square a, sine square b, sine square c type of terms, right? So then again, it will become a cos 2a, cos 2b, cos 2c type of a question. Correct? However, this time it will be question number 3 that will come, because there is a sign difference, no?
Okay, yes, sir.
This time it will be question 3 that will come. So you have not proved question 3, so use first prove question 3. You understand?
Yes.
And then you will be able to get question number 7. So you are getting the overall idea of what to do, right?
Yes, sir.
10 and 11 you can try yourself right now. You can try later. Right now do question 12 and question 13. Question 12 and 13 try now. Twelve is asking you to prove this. Mhm.
So can you write tan A by 2 plus tan B by 2 as cot C by 2?
Tan A by 2 plus B by 2 will obviously be 90 minus C by 2, so cot C by 2.
So and then you can do tan A plus B.
Is that helping? It is helping. This is 1 by tan c by 2. Multiply
Yes.
this, cross multiply, you will get, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
You are getting this 1 minus tan a by 2 tan b by 2. Correct? Then
Yes,
bring
sir.
it to this side. Also, you could have done it like this: tan of a by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2, right? These are three angles, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will be S1 minus S3 by 1 minus S2, right? Correct.
Yes, sir.
So, but notice that this is equal to pi by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So tan pi by 2 we know is infinite,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So that means this fraction is such that it is giving infinite value. That means 1 minus S2 must be 0, no?
0. Yes.
So that means S2 must be 1. And this
Yes,
is
sir.
actually S2 only, right?
Okay,
2,
yes, sir.
2 at a time.
Yes, sir.
So once you have proved question 12, question 13 is one step directly from question 12. Question 12, if you have done, then divide both sides by tan a by 2, tan b by 2, tan c by 2. Divide both sides of this LHS, right? LHS and RHS.
Yes, sir.
So what do you get here? 1 by tan a c by 2 plus 1 by tan b by 2 plus 1 by tan c by 2, right? You understand? You get 13th one directly. It becomes cot a by 2 plus cot b by 2 plus cot c by 2 is equal to 1 by tan tan tan, which is cot cot cot, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding how this is coming 13th from 12th?
So tan a by 2, b by 2, c by 2 you made into cot.
I'm dividing both sides by tan tan tan.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes. You get it.
Are you understanding now or are you still not understanding?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Plus third term by tan tan tan. So obviously 1 by cot cot, 1 by tan will come, no?
Cot a by 2, cot b by 2, cot c.
Other side will be simply 1 by cot. So everything will become cot a by 2, cot b by 2, cot c by 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I will leave 14, 15, 16, 17. You can try it. Try out 18th one. You have to prove that sine 2a plus sine 2b plus sine 2c divided by sine a plus sine b plus sine c is equal to 8 sine a by 2 sine b by 2 sine c by 2. Now, the way we will do it is we will use the identities. So if you turn back the pages, look at article 127, example 1. Example 1, article 127. First example is what? Sine 2a plus sine 2b plus sine 2c, right?
Yes, sir.
It is equal to what? 4 sine a sine b sine c.
Yes, sir.
And exercise question number 4, right? Exercise 20, question 4. What is that? Sin A plus sin B plus sin C,
4
right?
cos A by 2 cos B by 2 cos C.
Hmm. So obviously now if I convert sin A and sin B and sin C to half angles, we'll get 4 into 2 sin A by 2 cos A by 2, 2 sin B by 2 cos B by 2, right? And 2
Yes, sir.
sin C by 2 cos C by 2, right? Divided
Yes.
by this thing. So
Yes.
all the cos will cancel and 4 will anyway cancel. So you're being left with 8 sin A by 2 sin B by 2 sin C by 2.
Yes, sir.
So again, I am using the knowledge of the identities, but obviously you will not be able to remember all of them. So you'll have to express this as something, like basically prove that this is equal to this, prove that this is equal to this, and then divide and get it. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have discussed a fair number of questions in this exercise. The homework is question number till 35. Basically the exercise.
Yes, sir.
Make sure that you try every question that we have not yet done. Exercise 20 is super important. It will be useful in all future chapters. And anyway, questions are asked on this all the time. These identities you need to be very thorough with. Like, you don't need to remember them, you need to be able
Know
to
how to
prove.
derive.
So try all of these. We will finish this chapter and move on to the next thing in the next class. Next thing is basically one major chapter is left, which is properties of triangles. So 12 and 15, actually 2 chapters are left after this, chapter 12, chapter 15.
Trigonometry.
So we'll be able to finish hopefully not too far in the future, but you need to finish this properly. This is very important. If you don't do this, you will not be able to do this properly. Okay. So trigonometry will be over in a few classes more. I mean, maybe 5-6 classes, but yeah. So
Yes.
try this and be ready for the next class with all your doubts and all. But attempt everything, okay?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow we will do physics.
So also my school exams are going on, and like Allen exam is also there in a few days. So
Allen exam you can ignore. School exams you have to pay attention to.
yes, sir. So
So,
and like
our classes will happen, dude. We're not canceling our classes for Allen exams or school exams.
yes, sir, but I'll
Only
have to study for them, so I might not get that much time to do homework.
no, I'm not giving too much homework. That much time you'll get. The amount of homework I'm giving. No excuses, man. Now you're no longer a kid. So I'm not going to give you too much homework. Anyway, whatever is expected, that much you'll have to do. This much. This is one exercise only, no? I've already solved half of it.
Yes.
Right? And there is 1 week next class. So what is the big deal? Right?
Yes, I'll do.
We will stop our classes sometime in April when boards are near. When is the boards actually starting?
So May 5th, I think.
So sometime in April we will stop when you have to prepare for boards. But other than that, there is nothing that will interrupt our schedule. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all for now then. I'll see you tomorrow. Do your physics
Thank
homework
you,
and
sir.
come.
Yes. Sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye.